everybody, welcome to another video. Today we're having a look at this Xcan mobile phone car holder. The Xcan is from what I can tell, a relatively new company. I will put the link below for their website. They reached out to me and have asked for me to have a bit of a look at this awesome product. So they must have seen my other reviews for my phone holders. And in the past I've been very critical of let's just say the limited options in car phone holders, and especially ones that are robust enough to sort of stay put in a car. I've had suction cup ones and they have fallen off. Now this Xcan comes with a suction cup, but it also comes with the mount that you see here. It just mounts nicely into the vent, and I'll show you the mechanism. It has a clip that you just press down to put into the vent, and then it has a pivoting arm at the bottom here, which is the stabilizer underneath. There's no springs, no gimmicky things to make it stay upright. It's just a very simple, easy system. There's a little clip there. That's a little clip that just clips in. Now that is really quite solid. Like I don't feel like that's ever going to fall out of the clip. So then this part down here then just clicks in place. It pivots to the position that you need for your car and to get that optimal position. So yeah, installation's a breeze. Down here you have a Type-C USB cable, USB Type-C, and in this car it has to reach all the way over to underneath in here. Okay, so this cord has to be quite lengthy. Now the one that came with the unit was just long enough, but it kind of sort of hung in the way, so we've replaced it with one that we have here. Both cables work, no problems whatsoever. So really good connection up here. It's quite sturdy. The USB, sometimes you get a little bit floppy, but not this one. This one's really good. So what you have here on the side is a little capacitive button. You can turn that one on. You just press it, just a touch, and it opens up the arms. How cool is that? When you get into your car and you want to use this, you do actually, and it's shut. When you turn on the ignition, if it's plugged in, you'll see that it will open automatically. I love it. I love mechanical things. Just so good. It's like very futuristic. So I love that it comes out. These are, they're on a spring. They're floppy, but it feels flimsy, but I suppose it has to be to look after your phone. So it's not a bad design. So most of the time what will happen is you're here. You've just finished driving. You'll go to pull out the phone. So just tap, you pull your phone out, you turn the ignition off. Then when you get back into your car, right, you might want to place your phone. It's not going to grab it straight away, right, because it's not powered until the ignition's put on. So that's a small little design thing where you have to wait until your ignition's on before it grabs your phone. There it goes. So it's only a small thing. It does stay there, and if you have it on a slight angle, it will just sit there until you turn the car on. So that's something, but it's only just a very minor gripe. Now, as it's holding the phone, these little arms, like I said, they grab around. It hasn't fallen off once. We've been using it for about 4 to 5 days. Hasn't fallen off once at all. So it's quite sturdy. Okay, just like that. Has a sensor. You can see that the wireless charging works as well. Okay, you'll also see that as soon as you place the phone, it grabs. Wireless charging, there it goes, see it? Yeah, so just showed up real quickly that the wireless charging is working. It seems to be working fine. Okay, in terms of the speed, it seems to be fast charging, so definitely no problems there. So it's a little bit thick from the side. Kind of looks like there's a phone in there already before you put your phone in. And I suppose, you need that for the motor and NFC and the charging, obviously. So it's quite a nice looking unit. Very shiny at the front, but it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. It's really quite good. Haven't tried the NFC, but there's no reason why it's not going to work. That's obviously optional. You don't have to use the NFC. Obviously some thought has been put into the design because it's probably the most functional of these that I've ever seen. There's a little LED at the bottom here. Okay, and the other bit of lighting that you will see is when it's off, there's a LED section up here. Okay, so there's a little tiny bit of shakiness when you're driving along because there's no no suspension at the back at that mounting point. Like I said, in some of the other units that I've had before, they've had those springs, but I haven't found that they actually made a difference. So there's a little bit of shakiness there when you're driving, but it's not too bad at all, just like pretty much every other of these vent mounted units. So if you want to check it out, there is a link below. It's a brand new product coming up on Kickstarter, I think around in September they were mentioning. So yeah, go and check them out. Really quite impressed with how it's been sort of put together, and seems like a nice robust unit that's going to last a while, and definitely, like I said, probably the most high-tech of these mounts I've seen so far with the grabbing arm. So yeah, awesome product. So this video really is only our first impression. So like I said, about 4 days of use, and so far so good, but I will give you an update as we go along. So please subscribe and look out for the update video probably in about, say about 2-3 months. I like to use something for about 2-3 months before I give you my sort of, more in-depth thoughts about whether the product is pretty good or not. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.